The eruption of the volcano, Mount Vesuvius, is one of the most well-known ancient eruptions in the world. It is located on the Gulf of Naples in the region of Campania, Italy. It sits about 5 miles east of Naples and is part of the Campania volcanic arc. In 79 AD, Vesuvius violently erupted, destroying everything in its path. This occurred because it sits on a convergent continent-continent boundary, specifically of the African and Eurasian plates. At the boundary, the two plates collide, resulting in the subduction of the African plate below the Eurasian plate, creating a subduction zone. As the African plate is pushed below the Eurasian plate, heat from the Earth's mantle melts the rock, creating enormous amounts of pressure, resulting in large and explosive eruptions, as well as pyroclastic flows. Around noon on August 24th, 79 AD, the peak of Mount Vesuvius exploded, releasing a cloud of ash and pumice into the stratosphere. For the next several hours, this cloud engulfed the cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum, as well as a few others, and was followed by large amounts of volcanic mud and rock. Within the next 25 hours, these two towns became completely wiped out, and it is estimated that around 20,000 people were killed, mostly due to burning or asphyxiation. In addition to human impacts, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius had several environmental effects as well. The geosphere was affected by tephra deposits from volcanic ash and lava flows, which left extremely fertile soil and led to agricultural prosperity in the areas surrounding the volcano. The hydrosphere was also affected, as any nearby water sources became polluted from the pyroclastic material and volcanic ash. The atmosphere was affected by the smoke and ash of the eruption, which created a haze that covered a large amount of land and flowed downwind to the south of Italy. The biosphere was probably the most impacted, as all the surrounding areas were destroyed and almost every living creature was killed as a result of the eruption. One cool fact about the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD is that it was actually witnessed and recorded by a man named Pliny the Elder, who wrote, "On 24 August in the early afternoon, my mother drew my uncle's attention to a cloud of unusual size and appearance. Its general appearance can be best expressed as being like an umbrella pine, for it rose to a great height on a sort of trunk and then split off into branches. I imagine because it was thrust upwards by the first blast and then left unsupported as the pressure subsided, or else it was borne down by its own weight so that it spread out and gradually dispersed. Sometimes it looked white, sometimes blotched and dirty, according to the amount of soil and ashes carried with it." Another interesting fact is that the town of Pompeii was covered so quickly by a blanket of volcanic ash it remained untouched until it was rediscovered in 1748. Because of this, these things were preserved in great detail, including buildings, art, artifacts, and even bodies, all of which provide us with a glimpse of what Roman life looked like back then.